All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Brandon Gale. I'm a meteorologist at the National Weather Service office here in New Braunfels. And I also have Paul Ure with me, who's the warning coordination meteorologist. So we'll go ahead and get started with the briefing today. This briefing is being recorded, and a copy of the slides along with the recording will be emailed out shortly afterwards. This is the decision support briefing as of 10:30, Monday, April 1st. So we're almost a week out from the eclipse right now. And as far as updates, we'll talk a little bit about a chance for some severe storms later today, and then how the confidence in the weather pattern is increasing for April 8th. So here's our briefing schedule for the rest of the week and beginning of next week. We'll continue with daily 10:30 a.m. webinars through the weekend, and then beginning also this weekend on Friday, we'll also have a 2:30 afternoon call after we finish our afternoon forecast package. And then on the day of the eclipse, we'll just have one briefing at 9 a.m. So our main points, being a week out, it's still a little too early to know specifics for the eclipse day. Though the forecast is continuing to trend towards cloud cover and possible rain chances for April 8th. As you all know, there are large events planned for the day of the eclipse and the days surrounding the eclipse. So any storms or impactful weather this weekend could have a large impact on the events and visitors. Recent rains have lessened the fire risk in many spots due to green grasses, but areas along the Rio Grande still haven't seen that much rainfall this year and will still be susceptible to potential fires. And stay tuned as the forecast can change quickly in the spring, and we'll continue to iron out additional details in the coming days. Here's a look at the 6 to 10 day precip and temperature outlooks. The days on Friday last week, we also showed these graphics, but they were focused mainly on the days leading up to the eclipse. And now the 6 to 10 day range includes a couple of days before the eclipse and also a couple of days after. So it's pretty much centered on April 6th at this point. And right now what we're looking for in that time range is for odds to be favored towards above normal precipitation and also above normal temperatures. And so we'll get a little bit more into the details with the pattern in this next slide. Basically, we're going to have a trough of low pressure coming in from the western United States, which tends to increase moisture both at low levels from the Gulf of Mexico and at upper levels from the Pacific, which is why we're trending towards increased cloud cover and possibly rain chances as well on the eclipse day in South Central Texas. And the models are getting pretty consistent with this pattern with the upper level low to our west. Though a range of scenarios are still possible with these features this far out. Slight shifts in the pattern and any surface fronts could make a big difference in cloud cover. So this is an early forecast and it will still be evolving through the week. So be sure to check back for any updates. And here's the severe weather risk I was mentioning for today. There is a level 1 to 2 out of 5 risk for severe thunderstorms beginning this evening and continuing into the overnight hours across parts of South Central Texas. Scattered storms are expected to form by around 6 p.m. out in western parts of the hill country, so kind of around the Rock Springs and Kerrville vicinity, and then they'll move eastward through the evening and overnight hours, beginning to impact the I-35 corridor around 9 p.m. or so. And then this threat should end by midnight, though there could be some lingering showers and storms that continue through the early morning hours on Tuesday. The main threat with these storms will be for large hail, though in the springtime, any severe thunderstorms also have potential for some damaging wind gusts and possibly even a tornado. We want to keep highlighting our hourly point forecasts. This is on weather.gov/forecast points. It'll show you our latest forecast for through 7 days, and then you can also see hourly forecasts for each day as well. This example on the screen isn't current, but if you use the QR code there on the right, you can choose any location in the US on the map, though the default location will be in Duluth, Minnesota. So be careful and don't look at the forecast that immediately pops up. You want to make sure you select your area on the map. And then, as I mentioned, we'll be sending out these slides afterwards. So you don't need to worry about scanning the QR code now. But we do have pre-made QR codes for certain areas in our forecast area on the following slides. So this will be for the western portion of South Central Texas. Here's some areas in the Hill Country, and then I-35 corridor locations. We also have resources for satellite data and radar data, which will be especially helpful on the day of the eclipse. So we also will have this information we'll be sending out. So lastly, the plan for the eclipse day. I mentioned we'll have one last webinar at 9 a.m. Then after that, we'll be really relying on Slack for hourly updates, if needed, on cloud cover, rain and storm chances, or any other impactful weather conditions. Since only key partners, which are emergency management and media mainly, have access to NWS chat, we'll look into using other access points for information, such as a Google Meet, if the weather is going to be active that day and others need to ask questions. So basically, if we start this Google Meet, anyone will just be able to pop in at any point in time, and we'll have at least one meteorologist from our office on the Google Meet to answer any questions. Otherwise, we're always available 24/7 through phone, email, etc., to answer questions and provide support. So as a summary, it's still too early to know specifics for Eclipse Day, though the forecast continues to trend towards cloud cover and possible rain and storm chances. Recent rains have lessened the fire risk in many areas, though out west, where there has been the least amount of rain, will still be susceptible. Stay tuned, as the forecast can change quickly, especially this time of year, and additional details will be ironed out in the coming days. As far as confidence levels, we're at both the medium confidence for cloud cover and storm chances. Usually this far out, it's hard to be, it's hard to have a medium confidence in either of these. But with the pattern that looks like it's setting up, that gives us more confidence, because usually there's high chances of cloud cover and storms when we have that low coming in from the west. What there isn't high confidence in at this point in time is the exact timing of the upper level low and any surface fronts that may be moving through the region. And the timing of these features could have a big impact on when exactly we see the most cloud cover and the best chances for storms. So the biggest thing we'll be trying to iron out in the coming days is the timing of the cloud cover and any storm chances for Eclipse Day. And then here are the graphics of the eclipse path, the timing for major cities, and information for eyewear and protecting your eyes. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about these slides, but we'll be including them in the PDF we send out just for your information. Here's some contact information on the right-hand side of the screen. And our next briefing will be at 10:30 a.m. Tomorrow morning. And it'll be on the same link you used to register for this webinar, so you won't have to register again. And we'll continue to send out recordings and emails afterwards. So at this point, I can take any questions. You can go ahead and type your question into the question box, and we'll give it 30 seconds to a minute or so and see if any questions pop up. All right, we haven't seen any questions come in, so we'll go ahead and end the briefing for today. And we'll see you guys again tomorrow at 10:30. Thank you.